reason why Queen Mary of Denmark abandoned King Frederik has been revealed. King Frederick and Queen Mary arrived in Norway together on the ship Danab brog but returned to Denmark separately. Why did he return alone on the Dano and not with her? We will tell you in order. Frederick and Mary of Denmark made the first state visit during Frederik's reign to the countries most closely associated with Denmark and the Danish royal family. They began the visit in Sweden, where they stopped on May 6 and 7, 2024, and continued to Norway, where the state visit took place on May 14 and 15, 2024. In both cases, they stayed on the royal yacht Dano, which arrived in Stockholm for the state visit to which they had been invited by their uncle Carl Gustaf of Sweden. However, contrary to expectations, the King and Queen of Denmark did not travel by ship from Elenor, the port where they docked on May 2, 2024, when they took up residence at the Fredensborg Chancellor of Amalienborg, but arrived by plane a week later. They did use the royal yacht to travel from Denmark to Oslo, and to prove it, the Danish royal household shared a photo of Frederick and Mary on the deck of the royal yacht in honor of their 20th wedding anniversary. The Danish king and queen began the day of aboard the Dan Brog yacht, continued with a ceremony welcoming the Norwegian royal family, followed by a series of official events, and concluded with a gala dinner at which Queen Mary chose a pearl tiara, and King Harald gave a speech in which he addressed his nephew Frederick and told him that to be a good king he must love those close to him and rely on his family. The state visit ended with the King and Queen of Denmark receiving the Norwegian royal family aboard the ship Dan Brog. When it was over, Queen Mary was seen stepping off the royal yacht in casual attire. She took her car and went to the airport to fly to Copenhagen, leaving King Frederik alone on the Dan Brog to return home by sea. Why was he returning alone on the Dan Brog and not with her? The explanation was simple and was confirmed soon after. The Danish royal house revealed that Queen Mary received the UN High Commissioner for Refugees Filippo Grandi, the 11th Union High Commissioner for Refugees in Elenor, on Thursday, May 16, 2024. Queen Mary needed to return quickly from Oslo and could not afford the sea crossing between Norway and Denmark, so the easiest solution was to fly by airplane. In turn, Frederick had no official engagements the next day, so he stayed in Danab brog. The Queen presided over a meeting at Amalienborg Castle, where she learned about the complex work of the United Nations to protect the lives and rights of refugees from around the world, thousands fleeing war, persecution, and climate disasters. Despite the obvious fatigue evident on her face after the long journey, regardless of what brought him back to the throne, Mary's completion of her constitutional obligations is evidence of her passion and commitment to her new duty as queen. Even if he wowed us with 6 different appearances during her brief stay in Oslo, his official duties make him change up his style for every public appearance. Mary Donaldson caught us off guard with a boho-inspired take on the Danish royal couple's signature look. The couple posed for a photo beneath the stairs of Elenor Castle, where we could see nearly every detail of her signature style. The garment, which features a dark blue shirt dress adorned with an eye-catching zigzag print, is complemented with lantern sleeves, a belt, and a puffy skirt that is separated by a single piece. This design element adds a touch of casual elegance, making it an ideal choice for sunny summer days. Finally letting her natural beauty shine, the Australian sported the now iconic Gucci sunglasses, a brown paste model, with a touch of sophistication. After 48 hours of events and official visits, Fred and Mary's stay in Oslo came to an end on Thursday with idyllic photos of the couple strolling the city like lovers. However, the Danish couple is now embroiled in a new scandal, as the international press notes that after appearing so united and in love in front of the cameras, they returned home separately. Federo, for his part, chose to stay aboard the Dan Brog, which has become his official residence in recent weeks. In fact, when the ship sailed from the port of Oslo, he was seen relaxing on deck with some of his crew, a detail that called into question the marriage bond once again. On the other hand, some tried to downplay the significance of Mary's hasty escape by claiming that she had work obligations in Copenhagen. A major event that highlighted King Frederik and Queen Mary's role in enhancing Denmark's foreign policy and international relations was their visit to Norway. After much speculation regarding the status of their marriage, the Danish royal household confirmed that Queen Mary's abrupt return to Denmark by plane rather than the royal yacht Danab brog was due to her professional obligations, specifically a meeting with the UN High Commissioner for Refugees. Despite her exhaustion and hectic schedule, this story highlights how vital public tasks can demand sacrifices and compromises from members of the royal family. In a meeting with Filippo Grandi, Queen Mary showed her devotion to her responsibilities by discussing crucial matters pertaining to the protection of refugees' rights and life. While some may have seen the King and Queen's separate returns as an indication of marital problems, the public and press were captivated by Queen Mary's style during her brief stay in Oslo and the events that followed, admiring her ability to maintain an air of refined elegance while carrying out her royal duties. The Danish royal household has provided details and explanations that put an end to these rumors, stressing that King Frederick and Queen Mary's separate returns were solely for professional reasons. Instead of fixating on the alleged scandals, we should acknowledge and respect their dedication to their state and public duties, their work on important global issues, and their contributions to strengthening international relations. The video today delves into the details of King Frederick and Queen Mary's state visit to Norway and explains why they returned home separately. We hope you've gained a better understanding of the royal family's responsibilities and commitment to their country and the global community. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel to stay updated on more fascinating videos about the royal family's lives, history, and missions. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts on balancing royal duties with personal life and international responsibilities. Much obliged for your time. Until our next video together.